You're going to keep on coming up and down those paraspinals, stopping at those spots that are tight. I can tell you right now, I got to do this more often. I'm going to show you how to massage your paraspinals against a wall. Now, you don't need a fancy ball like this. You can have a single ball too, and that'll work wonderfully. You can also use any object that is round and relatively soft. I don't want you to do something too hard. You might damage your wall, and you also might, it might be too hard for your paraspinals right away. So something that is a little bit squishy but hard enough that you can really press into it. I'm going to show you this on the wall, and you can also do this on the floor. If you're finding that you really want to dig into those muscles and you're not super sensitive and you're finding a lot of benefit from doing this, it might go a long way to go ahead and bring this exercise onto the floor. Just be really careful not to roll on your spine. So you're going to grab a wall and a ball or a double ball like this, or any other object that you have that is round enough that it's not going to stab you too much or something. And you're gonna just roll up and down your paraspinals. So your paraspinals are these muscles here on either side of your spine. If I flex my back like this, you can see my paraspinals all the way up and down. So these are the muscles we're trying to work on massaging out. When they get really overactive, they get a lot of knots in them because they've just been working too hard and they're remodeling over bad lines of repair. So when we foam roll, we break up those lines of repair and help to allow those muscles to reform in a healthy pattern, and that'll help to reduce pain and discomfort and dysfunction in movement. So grab your ball and come against the wall. Now you can start at any point, but I find it's probably easiest to start toward the bottom, and you're just going to use your hands to move the ball up and down on your back. So the closer your feet are to the wall, the less sensation you're going to feel. So if I keep my feet relatively close to the wall, I'm not going to feel too much sensation. But as I move my feet farther away, I can really get into those muscles a little bit deeper. Now, as I go up and down, oh my munchkins, I am feeling knots in my paraspinals, and I'm going to spend more time sitting on these knots than I would be on any other spot. Now, I don't just want to see you rolling up and down like you're trying to dance or something. I just want you to sit really in that spot that's particularly painful. And now if you need to take some of that sensation away, you can bring your feet closer to the wall to take some of the pressure off. Now, you're going to keep on coming up and down those paraspinals, stopping at those spots that are tight. I can tell you right now, I got to do this more often. But you're going to move up and down, and then you're going to stand back up again and put that ball at a new part of your spine. So almost think about it in sections. Make sure you don't skip any sections. And you're going to be coming up and down the wall with that ball. And then wherever it feels tight, just sit there. And you can do this all the way up your spine. So I'm going to do the top section here, and then massaging all the way up here. Man, if you're doing this, you're going to feel like you didn't even know that that part of your back was tight. And then back to all the way up to your shoulders. Now, if that squat's too painful or doesn't work for your body, you can just lean back into it a little bit more, roll up and down, and then hold those spots that are painful or that are a little bit tighter. Now, something that you can do as you're going is you can make sure that you can move this ball all the way out to your outer paraspinals and inside to those inner paraspinals. I just don't want you directly on your spine. So for me, if I'm really careful about where I place the ball, I can find a lot of relief when I put this ball really close to my spine, but not on my spine. And that feels really good for me. And you can find different spots that feel really good for you as well. And I'll show you all the way up to the top. And that would be probably as far up as you would want to go before you get into your neck. And you can even do this into your shoulders, onto your scapula. You could do your teres major and minor right here. and really just give yourself a nice massage. And that's going to make a big difference with how you feel, with your mobility, with your recovery, and everything. So I really encourage you to get, you can use a tennis ball, you can use a lacrosse ball, you can use a massage ball specifically, and that will do you so much good. And there's many more applications than just this paraspinal one. Let me know if you have any questions. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. And I hope that this movement brings you a lot of relief and comfort.